welcome back, Dan and Lad Classics. This will be a longer video, and it'll be over the course of quite a while. There might be some camera shaking because Nathan keeps randomly giggling while he's just coming from school. He's had to walk about 200 yards home from school and he's tired.
Yep.
And you know, it's hard work, isn't it, Nate? Walking home from school.
Yeah.
Got a right cob on. So yeah, it's Friday afternoon. I've had Thursday and Friday off. Yesterday went up to this other car, got the diff off, got some other bits. At some point I'll film the other bits that we got. Some quite good stuff there, the wings, the exhaust, a few other bits. Obviously the diff. The diff on this one, I've just got off about 10 minutes ago and just paused filming with the action shot there. I'll show you quickly what I did, how I got it out. Yeah, it's Friday. Apparently this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it's going to pee it down all weekend, so I'm not expecting to be able to get this back in, the other one in. But I want to take the other one, get my words right in a minute. The new one, the replacement one, is at my dad's. I'm going to take this one around my dad's. I'm going to take the backs off both of them and have a look and see what's going on with this one, and just make sure that the other one that we have is actually okay. I've got some fresh oil, I've got some new aluminium O-rings and bits and pieces, so we'll probably get it boxed back up together, the new one, and give it a lick of paint and just get it ready to go in when we get the time to do it. Now getting this out, it's not massively difficult, but it does take a while. So if you're familiar with these cars, you'll see straight away I've taken the spare wheel off completely, the carrier and all that lot, and getting this is the thing that holds it in. I don't know how well you can see that, and it was really fiddly to screw it back into the frame that holds the spare wheel. The exhaust is off. I did think to myself, the next time I take this exhaust off, because I've just taken it so many times off and on and off and on, the next time I take it off I'll get a new one, it won't go back on. But I didn't expect to take it off so soon, so we'll see about that. So yeah, got those off. I'm trying to think what else we took off. Somebody commented in the last video about taking the bolts out with the suspension and the subframe drops down, and absolutely brilliant comment. Thank you very much for that, because it worked a charm. Still really tight, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. You've got two bolts, one here and one here, that sit on top of the diff, and you've got another two bolts, one here and one here, that sit on the front bits here, and they're just awkward, they're tight, they've been sat there a while, so they're a bit rusty. And then you've also got a bolt that goes through this mounting here as well. So yeah, the diff, I've just lowered it down and got it out. I'm going to box it up together, put it in the back of the car, take it around my dad's either today or this afternoon or tomorrow. It's probably taken about 4 hours, all in all. Just took my time really, especially today. I couldn't get going, to be honest, so it did take me a while to get going. Just get warmed up really. I'm glad it's off, so yeah, I've got to have a good look at this and then we'll go from there. I'll show you. Shall we pull it out carefully? Oh god. So there we go. I'm going to lift it off. Oh. Right. What's that? Oh. This looks different to the one I've got anyhow. So when I'm turning it, actually it doesn't sound too bad now. So some things, slight bit of noise in there. This one, it's really stiff to turn. This one's quite a bit easier to turn. There's also a little bit of play on that one as well. There's no play on that one at all. There's a little bit of play on that one. So we'll have a look over it. I mean, it may be, I think the same person commented that it might just be the half shaft that's causing the noise. At least I've got them both off. I can have a look at both, compare the two and see where we are. I'll maybe do a little bit of filming maybe tomorrow at my dad's, and we'll have a look at them both side by side and see what's going on. So yeah, it's off. I've actually got, I bought this ages ago, a new Powerflex bush. Again, didn't expect to need it. I got it cheap. It was on eBay. It was up like 40 quid. Been sat on somebody's shelf for ages, and I thought I'm not that fussed, but I thought I'll put a bid in. So I think I started putting an offer in like 20 quid, and I ended up winning it. So I might fit this. The only thing I will say, that's the bolt that came out of here. No, it's quite jiggly as well, I suppose. I just thought it'd be a snug fit, but it's probably about the same really. So I might swap that over. The only thing we'll say about doing that, I've seen one video of somebody swapping this out, and they managed to crack this. So it's put me off. It's the only video I could find of somebody swapping out, so it kind of put me off doing it. I might wuss out with it. I mean, this one actually isn't that bad. It's a little bit warm, but it's not cracked. It's all there. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. And I've got just one other thing to show you actually while we're doing this. So I've had these. It's quite difficult to see these. I've had these in my eBay basket for ages. I don't think Nathan's seen them yet.
Nope, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't want to get the cat. Can you get in there, Nate?
Yeah.
See those metal rings? You don't have to.
Oh, right.
So I've got some metal rings there. That's them. The car that I went up to had the metal rings fitted, and I've had them. They're about 30 quid. It's just some crappy little thing, but I think they just look really nice. I think they just match the instrument cluster. So I grabbed them off the car yesterday. Among those bits, but when we get around to film, we'll do a little film on the other bits that we've got, and I'll show you maybe tomorrow if it is raining and I'm not able to get this on. And that's about it today. So we'll probably finish this video off realistically with the weather. It'll be next weekend, so another sort of 7 days or something, and we'll go from there. Getting this off, this Diff off, it's just chewy. It's not actually that bad. If you just take your time and you've got loads of tools, loads of patience, you can get it off. It is really tight. It's a heavy little lump, and yeah, I think the best advice is just clear as much space as you can. Get that spare wheel off, get the exhaust off. It's a brilliant comment about the shock absorbers. That drops it down a little bit, the subframe down that little bit, and just gives you that enough play to get in. So yeah, we'll pick this up again shortly. Alright?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. That'll do. Hello. We're in Grandad's garage, and if we look here, we have two diffs. So this is the one that came off the car, off my car. This is the one that I got from the donor car. I can't actually feel much difference between the two. We both had a look, and there is on the one on my car, when I turn this, it's just slightly stiffer and a little bit slightly stiffer. That's all really I can tell. There's no real play on anything. This one's just turned slightly smoother, but it's like a mid-G's, slightly smoother. I've given it a quick wire brush. I'm going to drain the oil out of both of them actually and take the backs off. Now I need to take the back off because when I went up on Sunday, I took the bolt out of the mount on the donor car, and when I went back up on Thursday, I can't move it. I don't know how it had happened, but it snapped off. It's actually here. Oh, there. Don't know how that's happened, but anyway, so I'm going to have to potentially swap that on whichever diff goes back in. So since they both feel the same, and somebody commented that it could be the half shaft that's making that noise, could be, very possible. But what I'm going to do is take the back off both of them and have a look and decide which one's going to go back on. Give them a lick of paint, put some fresh oil in them, and go from there. I've given this one, like I said, just a quick wire brush over because it was a bit manky. I don't want anything getting in the back of it if this is the one I'm going to use. But we'll find out. So yeah, get the oil drained out. To drain the oil out of these, by the way, and you can do it on the car. You've got two. I don't know how well you can see them there. Is there a torch? That makes a huge amount of difference. That's like the word. Is there a better torch? Or maybe. There should be a big, thick, chunky one around somewhere. Who knows? Oh, I'll take my phone. So if I... is it on? Yeah, that's a bit better. So you can see you've got... that's your drain point, that's your fill point. Everything I read obviously said make sure you can get this one off first before you start draining your oil out, just in case you can't. You take the drain one out and then can't get that one out. So I've got a... Ooh, hello. Is it over there? A 14mm Allen key socket to go in there, and I've got my gun, and I think the bolts here 16mm, I thought it was 16mm, so we'll have a look and see what happens. Alright, back shortly.
2,000 years later.
You're not Steven Spielberg, or are you? Right, we've got this back cover off. This is off the donor car. Had a look, everything looks alright. Yeah, looks okay. There's no bits, I guess. I don't know what. I can't see any damage on what we can see, and there's no bits in the bottom of it or anything kind of massively concerning. Maybe a little bit cleaner than the original one, maybe. But I had just changed the oil in the original one, so the oil in my own car, my own Diff, was obviously really clean because it was only changed about 2 weeks ago. Well, it looks okay, so I'm going to put the back on, and we'll leave it there for today. And then tomorrow I've got one of the bolts has snapped on this side. I'm going to have to drill it out. I'll get my good drill bits and pop round tomorrow evening and see if we can get that out tomorrow. And that's it for now. Anything else to mention further? Granddad? No. Yeah. So I've got a spare Diff if anyone needs a Diff. But you'll need to put your own back plate on it. So it looks potentially like it's probably, maybe it's alright. If anyone wants it to have a play with or do anything, just let me know. Otherwise it'll go in the scrap bin. Right, thank you.
Diff.
Diff.
It feels weird saying diff. Diff.
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
Good evening. How is everybody? It's Saturday. So I've done sod all week. I just couldn't be bothered. I couldn't get going, and I've ended up running around on Saturday today. It's about 5 o'clock ish, and just about pack up for the day. Nathan's come out, which is going to do a quick update of where we are. So where are we? As usual, it's been about a week since we last filmed, although it won't look like that to you. So last Sunday I took the other Diff off, took it around my dad's. I got it back. I picked it up one night this week, and it's been sat in the boot of my other car since. So I got it out today. This morning, or sort of, well, yeah, this morning we had to. No, we didn't. I went round to help my dad fit a front wing on a Honda Jazz. My dad's next door, granddad's next door neighbours. A Honda Jazz, they bumped it, so we got a spare wing the other day, and we've been and fitted that. And then we got back probably about 3ish this afternoon, I made a start on this. So if we come down here, do you want me to take that and show you? Right. So back station. It's a bit dark. And sorry about the beeping. I noticed this afternoon that I'd left my magnetic torch hung up under here, somewhere about there, and I'd actually died. It'd been there for a week, probably longer, and it was still just had a little bit of life in it, unbelievably. Right. So the replacement diff is on, as you can probably see there. It's secured in place, so just so you've got a nut and bolt that goes through the mount in here. I haven't changed the bush, or the mount, bush, bearing, bush. It's not damaged or anything. It probably does want changing, really, but I haven't changed it simply because I was scared to do it. I also lost the nut and bolt that goes through there. I don't know where I've put it. I'm normally pretty good with stuff like that, but I'll put it down somewhere. But I found another one that fits. I'm going to get my grinder out in the morning and just cut a little bit off that, just in case it catches on the exhaust when that goes back in. But the diff is in. So I think I mentioned that somebody said about taking the shock absorber bolts out. So if you take that bolt out there and the same one on that side, it does drop the subframe down and it allows you access to, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see these, it's quite awkward, 2 bolts on top there, and then you've got 2 bolts at the front there's one, and there's one on the other side, and you've got that one there. So there's 5 bolts in total, 1 through the mount, 4 on the diff. So this is the replacement diff. It does feel a lot better, but obviously we won't know until we run it. But yeah, it's in. It's a bit fiddly. It's a bit because it's my drive's on a bit of an angle, and it goes in on a bit of an angle. It's just a bit fiddly. But what I did was get it in. I managed to get lined up and got all 4 of the main bolts in place. Just hand tighten, and I took them out one by one, put some Loctite thread lock on, and then screwed them all back in and tightened them all up. So they're all nice and tight now, hopefully. And I've also retightened up the 4 nuts on the prop shaft. Again, I was going to put new nuts on them, but I quite like those nuts, and the original ones. They kind of got the serrated thing on the inside of them, so I put a little bit of thread lock on those and reuse those and nipped them up. And importantly, because I usually would forget something like that, reconnected the speed sensor as well that clips on there. That was really awkward to get off on the donor car. So I'm going to hopefully tomorrow get in here. The plan for tomorrow is to get that new half shaft on in the box, and I've got another one that's coming tomorrow. I just don't know what time. I ordered it a couple of days ago, yesterday actually. So I'm a bit stuffed really until that comes on, but I'm going to fit that one. I'm going to fit it on the passenger side. If I do that, if I fit it on the passenger side, I can then get the exhaust on this side back in place, and a few other bits. I can get the brake put back together, the disc refitted on here, and the wheel and stuff. So the driver's side one over there is a bit more straightforward. It just saves me a bit of time tomorrow while I'm waiting for that other one to turn up. I'll try and get as much boxed off as I can. I've taken the spare wheel off, as you can see there. I'm tempted to leave it off. I'll leave it off for a little while anyway. I'll just see how it runs, just in case I need to do anything else. Can't possibly be anything else now, surely. I'm really looking forward to actually getting out in it. So that's the plan. There'll be some more filming tomorrow. My dad's going to pop round and give me a little bit of a hand, and once I'm up and sorted, and then we'll take it for a spin and see how it goes. And hopefully you can join me. Nathan might do some filming while we're driving.
Yeah.
We'll try and make sure there's hopefully no sound, no sounds that we shouldn't be expecting. I've got one last job. I've actually done it. which I was going to take the battery out, which I've got there because the boot's been left open for most of today and on loads of occasions since the car last ran. So I'm going to put the battery on charge, give it a fresh charge overnight tonight, and refit that tomorrow. And that's about it, Nate, isn't it?
In it.
Do you want to take that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm sure there was something else. Oh yes. What I'll do tomorrow as well. So we got some other bits off the door in the car. I've shown you a couple, I think, already. The little chrome rings and little bits of trim, but some bits in the garage, and there's obviously an exhaust nut. So I need to have a look tomorrow morning and decide which exhaust I'm going to fit. I'm sort of tempted to fit the old one, but I'm also sort of tempted to fit the new one as well. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know, but I'll show you the other bits that we got tomorrow. So we'll pick up filming again in the morning. So for me, about 17 hours or something by the time I get my arse in gear tomorrow morning. For you, a few seconds, I think. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Right. Well, we also got a comment about the music, which I totally get being too loud. I blame Nathan for that one, quite frankly. He did tell me the music was way too loud and it was distracting. So we're going to cut the music down.
Yeah.
And also, we put a short about taking the diff off and it got like 2,000 views. It was only like 10 seconds long. It's unbelievable. So don't get any money for that. It's a bit disappointing, but there we go.
Monetization,
that's what we need. Yeah,
yeah.
That's what this is costing me a fortune.
Don't reach 1K
So
subscribers.
we'll pick up tomorrow and we'll do a bit of filming tomorrow. So Grandad's coming around, so Nathan come out and do a bit of filming with me and Grandad. He's got a huge smile on his face. Just a face of sheer excitement. That's his excited face. He can't wait for tomorrow. He's going to spring out of bed, probably wake me up. Come on, ding dong. Stuff like that. And yeah. So that's about it. Right. Have a lovely Saturday evening. And we'll see you in the morning. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Hello. Good afternoon. It's Sunday now. Oh, finished my tea. Alan Partridge. What a nerd. So, it's all really down here. Do you want to pass me the camera?
Yeah.
It's all under here. If I switch it off. No? No. Okay. So, the good news is the other half shaft has turned up and I've got them both in now, and I haven't got much more to do. I keep forgetting about that bolt there, so I'm going to go and get my grinder. I think that'll be the next thing I do, is cut this. I'm just going to cut a little bit off this bolt just in case. I don't want it snagging. It might not. I might leave it actually. I don't know. I'm kind of in two minds about that. I just wonder if it's going to snag an exhaust, but the next job is to fit the exhaust, fit that disc back on there, and I think that's it. I think that's all we need to do. Tighten it all up. Sorry, I'm thinking. That's on, exhaust on. I need to sort this heat shield out, so I've got to bend it a bit to get to those top bolts up there. I'm going to leave the spare wheel off for now. I was actually looking last night at these kind of grab that net. At these kits, that tyre inflated kits. So I might get one of them because the spare wheel's probably original and it's obviously very old and stuff, so it's not of much use. You wouldn't want to use it going down a motorway or anything like that. So I might get one of those and I might leave it off. I did have a set of rubber bungs, a kit that I bought ages ago, but I think my dad's got it, so I might pop round and measure the holes that are left and see if I've got some rubber bungs. I'll get some that'll fit in those holes, maybe I can. So yeah, just the exhaust I think now. I think that's the next thing, and the brakes, and then wheels on. and then what I might do is swap the axle stands, put them back under the chassis, the front of the chassis there, and I might try it while it's up in the air, just make sure everything's alright, just have it first gear, low revs, just make sure everything's okay. But I said I would show you the bits that we got. So obviously the Diff's one bit, I've got a couple of bits of trim. I've shown you already the rings and bits, but I also got these on both sides. I just thought they might be useful. And the one on the driver's side, which is this one, it's got a little crack in it. It's hardly noticeable, you would never notice it, but I thought I'd grab them while I was there. But the other stuff, probably a bit more interesting than the gadget in the shed. There's the old drive shafts and there's the replacements. I was pleased that turned up in good time. It was either about 12:30, something like that. I guess it's about 1:30, something like that now, maybe now.
Yeah.
Right, so let me grab that.
Yeah.
Right. There's no light or electric in here, so it's a bit dark, so I'll put my torch on. So that is the exhaust here that was on the car, and I'm in two minds whether to put it back on. I don't know. I might do. I might. It does fit a bit better now. I've had a little sort of bend of these a little bit to try and make them fit a bit better, and it does sit a little bit better. Up here is the cat that came off the donor car. Now it doesn't look it, but it's actually only about 6 months old, this. So I'm not going to be fitting that today, but at some point, maybe in the future, I'll fit it. And this is the back box that came off that car. Now it's pretty much the same as, it's probably identical, but there's a bit of a kick in it here and a bit more of a kick in it there to kind of take it under that chassis a little bit better. It's also, I think, got a slightly nicer tip because mine's a bit bent, but I probably ooh, I'm going to spray paint all over. Probably about the same, to be honest. Yeah, I think probably are the same. GT something, I can't see what that says. Extractor. Yeah. So I might have looked at it to see what the other one is. Oh, sorry, Nat. Probably the same. I don't know. I'll have a look at that anyway. So that's the cat and the back box. These are the wings I've got. Did I put my torch down? Can you pass me that torch now, please? So these are the wings I've got now. It's probably, I don't know how easy you're going to be able to tell from here, but it's got this kind of matte mottled paint all over them, which is, so they're going to need a good rub down, but they're in so much better condition than mine all the way around. There's hardly any rust on them at all. I mean, this is the passenger one. That little bit there was a bit of a tidy up, but again, it's absolutely, they're unbelievable compared to what mine are. The driver's side is pretty much the same. It's quite hard to see. There's a little bit more surface rust around the wheel arch section, but again, probably sort that out. And then the eagle-eyed will also have noticed some rear lights. So, grab one of these. I've got these. Oh. So these were on the donor car, and the donor car was going to the scrapyard anyway. Again, they're not very old, but they've got the clear lens. They're both in really good condition. I don't know what brand they are, I don't know where they've come from, I've no idea. Made in the USA. Interesting. So again, I'm in two minds about whether I fit them. I actually quite like the orange indicator lens. So I don't know, I think these might be a little bit too blingy, but I've got them. I'll have a think about it. They won't be getting fitted for a while. The aim of the next few weeks is to try and get the car running and make sure it's alright. So all of these things, if I'm going to fit them, will come at a much later date. looking at them here, I quite like them, but I just don't think they look very nice when they're actually on the car. I don't think they look as good as the originals, so we'll see. Yeah, so the next job, get the exhaust fitted and then get the wheels on, get the brakes on, hopefully in an hour or so. I'm probably going to put the old one on just because I know it does go on, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully we'll be back in business. We'll pick this up shortly. I'll see you very soon. See you soon.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
I don't know.
Hello. It's it's the following Saturday, so we're sat in the car. Got Nathan with me. Do you want to say hello, Nate?
Hola. Hello.
By the time I got done last Sunday, get quite late, get a bit dark. I have taken the car for a quick spin, but just around the block. But really, this is the first time we've tried it since we got it all back together. So it's storm Amy today, or yesterday and today, but it's actually not too bad now. So we're going to try it. We're going to pop round to, oh my god, to Grandad's and see how the car runs, if it's any better.
Oh, let's go.
One thing, needs a clean. Also need to put some air in the tyres as well, I forgot to do.
Will it go flat midway through?
Oh, yeah, never know.
Oh.
Well, so far so good. There's no major rattle at the moment, but it didn't really start until 20 miles an hour. Made this nice and awkward for myself. So let's see what happens at 20 miles an hour.
Yay.
Car's been sat for a week, so the brakes might be a bit scaled up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not dead loud, but I definitely hear a sort of whoop, 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 and it increases the speed. Brakes feel okay.
we good?
I can't just hear a faint.
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
We're heading around to Grandad's, and I'm going to jack it up at the back again. And just have it running, something I probably should have done on my drive. I'm going to run it up while it's on, while the back's lifted up. And just, I've got a stethoscope. I'm just going to listen, see if I can hear anything. Oh God, P6 could come off. Bought a cheap key knob. It's coming off. I can't get it back on now. There we go. It's actually the first time ever I've driven the car with the roof down. And it's got a kind of meshy kind of wind difference, so you don't get a lot of wind, and it is quite a breezy day. Well, maybe that's working quite well. I can hear it more now. I don't know if you're picking that up. Maybe it's just normal, maybe it's something we need to live with, I'm not sure. It doesn't sound too bad, just a little bit worried. Oh. Right. Good afternoon, it is Sunday, we finished filming, we came around to Grandad's yesterday. I've left the car here, we've had a look at it. So what we did, jacked it up at the back end, ran the car up to about 30 mile an hour with the wheels off the ground. Got the stethoscope out and had a good listen. Diff sounds okay, sounds fine. That sounds side, passenger side, sounds okay. The driver's side, very quickly, it does sound like the wheel bearing in here is a bit, I don't know how best to describe it. So strip it down a little bit more. There's no play at all on the hub. It's fine, it spins okay. I can't spin it, but if I spin it, it feels okay, it feels fine. The handbrake's probably on. Yeah. Feels absolutely fine. But yeah, it does sound, it's just making a noise. And actually, when I put the wheel back on and ran it again, you can actually see the wheel going like that. And in fact, if you look at the bearing behind the hub, you can see it's kind of running out a little bit. So I think that's the cause of a little bit of vibration with it off the ground yesterday, and I had it up to like 35 mile an hour. As it gets up to that speed, you can feel it start to like whoa, 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 and that noise and a little bit of vibration, and it kind of matches the movement of that bearing as it spins around. So hopefully we found our problem. So more money I've had to buy. I've ordered a bearing puller and I've ordered a hub puller. I've got a slide hammer and bits and other pieces. I'm going to take the half shaft off again, which I'll do. Which I'll do next weekend. I think that's going to be a job for next weekend. So get that done. I am going to change the camshaft sensor and a few other daft little jobs, and hopefully that is it. So that's it for this weekend. We'll hopefully have the video out maybe by tomorrow night. Yeah. Yes, Nathan?
Yeah.
Have some commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, tonight. It'll be out tonight, Sunday night, before I go to bed. Video will be out. It's quite a big one. It stretches over a few weeks. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Right, we'll catch up next weekend. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.
Love that job there.
Right, let's go.